was 27, going on to 28. I met this guy, and I thought he was the love of my life. Things started off great, very quickly. I thought he was the one. We started hooking up, here and there. I thought it was attractive, interesting, interested in me. But something was off. We even worked together as caregivers. I fell for him quickly. I thought I loved him, and I thought he loved me. But something was off. My intuition told me that he may have been cheating on me. 1 text, 2 texts, 3 texts, pause, late response. Something was off. Oh, how foolish I was. He was a fuckboy and a narcissist. An attention whore that couldn't get enough sexual gratification, limited in his perception of life. Something was off. Something was off. How foolish I was. About a month and a half in, he said he wanted to go to the Caribbean. Or he was going to the Caribbean, or some shit like that. On a vacation with his best friend. Something was off. And the people pleaser that I was, I said, okay, that's fine. Have a good time. But something was off. How foolish I was. Not because I was loving, because I thought he was the one. Something was off. He never really, truly loved me, like I thought he did. And I was blinded by infatuation, desperate for that person, any person, to see me as I am. But with him, something was off. Something was off. He just couldn't get enough. My intuition was telling me every time that we were apart, he was fucking left and right. Random guys, potentially random girls too. Because gradually, as the relationship or situationship went from 1 week to about 5 months, he'd grown distant. More and more distant. How foolish I was. But it had to happen. I believe everything happens for a reason. I truly do. But something was off. With me and with him. I settled for less at one point in my life. For several years, since I was young. I thought I knew what I wanted then. In my youth and in my 20s. Some fabricated fantasy of what I thought love was. But I didn't know anything then. Something was off. Something was off. But I given myself grace throughout the years. Even after we broke up a day or two after Christmas, when he ghosted me for a week. Haven't heard from him since. That time at least. He then got married. But I knew in my heart and my intuition that not much has changed with him. In my heart, he remained a narcissist and a fuckboy. He didn't want me to win, even though I raised him up. Was his biggest cheerleader. It wasn't enough. Something was off. Something was off. But I'm grateful to the absolute and finding the God within. He taught me a lesson in loving myself first before ever giving my heart to anyone.